My nose is stuffed, and I'm afraid that if I breathe too hard, that I'm just gonna shoot boogers out all over the place. Have you ever had that feeling to where you can just feel it building up in here? Dude, human beings are so disgusting. Human beings are so gross. I feel like that's what dating is. It's just trying to convince the other person that you're not disgusting. You know how many marriages could have been saved if Cinderella had a part 2, the marriage years, and it was just her husband in like a Green Bay Packers shirt, and he just had like, he was drinking like Code Red Mountain Dew, and he just had Doritos crumbled all over his face. He's like, "Hey, Cinderella, can you go to Walgreens and get me some medicine? My IBS is acting up." Oh, yeah, I feel bad. Oh, whoops. The hottest chick that's just walking really, really bad and taking Instagram photos of her just walking, doing that face. You know how girls will sometimes do that face like they just sniffed a fart? It's because they did. And you know Jason Momoa probably goes home and squeezes his toes while he's taking a dump. Just, oh, yeah! What I'm trying to say is people are gross. Anyways, that's not even what I wanted to talk about today. Sometimes my mind gets a little wacky. I wanted to talk to you guys today about struggle. I have struggled a lot, and I'm not gonna lie, it feels a little superficial to say that, because I know in other countries, people are really struggling. People are eating sand sandwiches. That's a hoagie with sand on it. Like, yeah, I'll just have a sand hoagie and cactus water. And then we're like, can you believe Elon Musk bought Twitter? I don't like him. That's why I think the word privilege is an endless feedback loop. Because even in third world countries, some people are like, ugh, I had cactus water again today. And then someone's like, cactus water, oh, my life is so sad. I sucked the moisture out of a urinal cake today. Like, the word privilege is an endless feedback loop, and it's relative to what your experience is. And it's true within that circumstance, but it's endless. I'll just put it this way. I feel bad calling my struggle when I know there are so many people who have it so much worse. So suffice it to say, I am not going to give you guys an entire autobiography. I will just say this. I have dealt with a lot of things in my life, particularly mental health stuff. I totaled, I think it was 5 cars within 5 years. So 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, like clockwork. And some of those were my fault. I'm going to be honest. It's embarrassing, but it is what it is. But most of them were not. I was also in my car all the time because I was working those horrible app jobs. I don't know if you've worked any app jobs. I don't know if any of you have ever had a friend that tried to get you to sign up for an app job. Like, she get a job at Postmates. You have to make your own schedule. It's like, yeah, but you make $4 an hour. Well, if you work 11 hours, that is $44. So you're just driving around and filling up your gas tank, but not even. Get to listen to podcasts. Oh gosh, this is disgusting. I would rather pick up trash on the side of the road with prisoners than go back to doing Postmates. I remember the worst experience that I ever had while doing an app job was working for Lyft. I got into an accident. It was my fault. Lyft was like, we will fix your car, but it's gonna be a $2,500 deductible. It was like, I don't have $2,500. That's why I'm driving for Lyft. If you live in a big city, you always have that one friend too who's getting in on the new app jobs, and he promises this is the holy grail of app jobs. Like, dude, I've been making so much money. Oh, great, what have you been doing? I've been delivering Jell-O cakes to baby showers. It's like, how much money are you making? $20 a Jell-O cake. I'm not gonna do that. It's like, hey man, it might be a good time to stop chasing this dream. These app jobs just chip away at your psyche. You always see these inspirational movies like Rocky, but Rocky never had to drive a job at Postmates. You make Rocky do DoorDash and he'll be like, you know what, these dreams aren't all that great. I'm gonna go get my real estate license, which real estate is really just Postmates, but with houses. This is just the age that we're living. A lot of people have to drive these app jobs to make ends meet. You know, things are hard out there, man. Every industry that can be shaken has been shaken. Like, Hollywood has been shaken. When I moved here in 2010, it was the Golden City. I just miss when LA was just film and television. Now there's so many different lanes. My friend was telling me he had this meeting with this agent, and the agent was like, hey, just so you know, the last people I signed were from TikTok. And it's like, ugh. There's something just really sad about going to college for theater paying $100,000, and then what you end up doing is making reaction videos to Elon Musk. Like, I'm gonna talk to you guys about freedom of speech today. It's like, dude, you have roaches crawling in your wall. I had a really good buddy one time that told me something. He goes, the hardest part about living in LA is not auditioning, it's not the industry, it's the crappy jobs. It's just so degrading, delivering food to a college kid named Guile. And he never answers the phone when you call. You gotta call like 3 times, like, hey, yeah, Guile, I'm outside with your DoorDash order. He's hold on, it's, I'll be right down, just like, wait a minute. And then he just like steps out of a cloud. It looks like a fog machine, but it's just weed. And then he walks, he's like, hey, you got what, Chick-fil-A? Hang on, let me look in it for a second. Sweet. Solid. It's like, all right, see you later, Guile. Some of the people that you deliver to are completely brain dead, but there's no side effects. The gig economy is rough, man. There's something about driving in your car for 7 hours that really affects your mental health. You'll just be talking to God like, I'm ready for my breakthrough. Ah! It's like, I've worked some bad gig jobs, man. I worked for an app called Handy. It is a cleaning app. It's like Grand Theft Auto, but you just accept missions to clean people's houses. It's basically Uber with a mop. I remember I cleaned this rich dude's house one time, and he's like, how long you been cleaning houses for? And I'm like, dude, it's like 6 months. And he's like, oh, the last guy scuffed up my stairs with his mop. And I'm like, okay, well, the last guy, I have no relation to him. But what do you expect, man? You're hiring out-of-work actors to clean your house. Just, if you're that wealthy, hire a maid. What do you want me to bring over, like a gas-powered mop? Safe to say I got deactivated from that app. I'm like scrubbing toilets and listening to affirmation tapes like, yeah, I am a genius. Guys, if you like this video, please leave a comment, subscribe, share, and I'll see you guys in the next time. There's gonna be a part 2 of this.